Hello and welcome to today's Men's Mental Health Journal. So what I'm going to aim to do more in these videos, hopefully this mic's close enough to me, I'm on the move at the moment and kind of random background of my family home. What I'm aiming to do is give a tip a day. Rather than coming at you, I'm definitely going to come with vulnerability to a degree and what's going on with me, and it may be good, it may be more of a challenging time that I'm working through for growth, as we say. But I want to really come with more tips on things that are working for me. At the same time, I don't ever want to be at a point where I'm reading out of a textbook and saying, you need to do this, this, and this for your mental health, on the theory of Sir Dave in 1900 says you should do. No, I'm not going to do that. There is a lot of that in personal growth, and I find it a bit shit, to be honest. It's a lot of people talking about theory, so I really want to give a tip a day on something that's worked for me, and give you where I'm at, right? And kind of on that, I think for me, one of the challenges I've been pretty good at spotting good coaches and things like that, but I have got into it now and then, is that sometimes people talk, and they're not bad people, they're well-intentioned people. Often people talk from a place of theory. They're like, this is how to find a dream relationship, and they're single. They talk about this is how to make a load of money, and they're struggling to pay their bills, but they've just read a book on how to become a millionaire, and they've not implemented it. Or this is how to manifest, and they don't manifest an awful lot, and I don't even like that word anyway. Or it's you don't see too many people talking about how to be healthy and not being healthy, because you can see the physical evidence usually. But yeah, for me, I want to give a tip on something that's actually working for me, rather than just say this is what you have to do to be super happy and joyful, have no problems again. Because one, that's not going to happen, because we're in life, so you're always going to have a problem. No sign of life. And two, nobody's happy 100% of the time, are they? So yeah, that's where I want to go with this. I was going to make this later, but since I had some energy and momentum now, I thought I'd make it. So what is my tip for today? I've just said I'm going to make a tip for today. I've not even decided what it is. Fortunately, I have a lot of ideas in my head. So I will come up with something in the next few seconds while I make this video. Yeah, for me, it's gauging success on what you do every day rather than the future. Now, this sounds quite simple, but it's not easy, and I've fallen for it. I often live in the place of when I do this, this, and this, and then I've got that result or this result, whether it's personally or professionally, then I'll feel happy, rather than being okay, this is the vision I want, this is the upcoming goal, whether that's in 1 to 3 months time, which makes it more exciting and within reach, but gives yourself a bit of a push. But then what I look at as my success and feeling good is did I do what I said I was going to do today? So it's did I do my outbound messages? Did I put my promotional posts on social media? Did I do my 2 lots of meditation today in my emotional work? Did I make my social plans this week? All those kind of things. Again, that's what I'm going to call success, rather than the outcome, because the outcomes often follow. When I was looking for a job, and a permanent job, and I missed out on many, I started gauging my success on showing up for the interviews and working on myself, and guess what? An amazing job followed. I've had that of money, showing up, giving value, and then the money follows, right? And I found that of my network and people, working on myself as a person and who I am, then people started coming into my life. So that'd be my tip for today. Start gauging your success and how and your confidence and belief in yourself on what you're doing today, not on a future outcome. It's very easy to look outside of you and say so-and-so's got that outcome, but you don't know what they did every single day, and it's easy for instant gratification. But just focus on what you can do today and then celebrate that. Is going to be my mental health tip for today, because it'll put you a lot more in the present and a lot more in the driver's seat than thinking about all the things you haven't done yet or haven't got. That would be my number one mental health tip today. And it's really helping me in terms of my exercise when I'm getting in shape. It's helping me with things like I said, the jobs in the past. It's helping me on things making money again, because I've invested a lot. So I'm just getting it back. It's right, I'm just focusing on what I can do today, right? And it's things like, I do want a relationship, but it's like I'm focusing on the internal work I need to do to uncover some blocks right now. Yeah, if I meet a beautiful woman on the way, and I'll ask her out for a date, but it's like, yeah, I'm just focusing on what I need to do each day, right? I say beautiful women, I mean on the inside and the outside, and energy and things like that will match, of course. But yeah, and like health, I've already done the example. Just focusing on what I need to do today or this week makes me a lot more in the driver's seat rather than being anxious and down about what you can't do. Even like my accounts at the moment, I'm like just doing what I can do. I don't understand some of the new things I've got to do in the code. I've not even got the code that I need. So I'm just like, okay, I'm going to send the email. I'm going to contact that person. I'm going to speak to my accountant. That's all I can do. And I focus on that as a win. Small things like that. So focus on what you can do today or this week rather than the future outcome. Know the future outcome and pull it back to what you need to do today and this week and then celebrate that.